Over 500 votes. Let's count down the top braids, ponytails, and crew cuts from all of the model hunters in Identity 5. Some people might be asking, what qualifies you to be able to judge hairstyles? To which I tell you, look at the certificate on the wall. Exactly, there isn't one, but I did 3 seconds of Googling online, so I should be fine. Okay, technically we have 2 hunters in 10th place. These are Undead, and then we also have Hermit. Really, Hermit was in 10th place and Undead was in 11th place, but because I don't have any footage for Hermit, I'm gonna have to briefly talk about him and put Undead in honorary 10th, 11th place. Undead got 5.72 points. He has a simple undercut style for his haircut, probably some of the best animations for hair in all of Identity 5, I would say, with his hair bouncing around, him flicking his hair amazingly as he usually does, and of course just when he walks it bounces around too. Of course, white hair is always a fan favorite for everyone apparently, even though it makes everyone look old, but I think it looks cool too. And let's just say that his hair is very simplistic in its style, so I can understand why you would put him in 11th/10th place. Next up we have Hermit with 6.83 points. His hair is short and simple, and white of course makes it a fan favorite too, as I just mentioned. His hair is very similar to Undead's, but we have yet to see him in the game to see the exact extent of how awesome his hair really is. Wax Artist is up next with an average of 6.89 out of 10. His long and luscious hair is relatively well kept considering it is quite long, so it must take quite a while to brush. And we can't forget to mention Christina on his shoulder, his sister, whose hair looks amazing considering she is, well, not alive. I'm assuming that Philippe must brush her hair every day, or maybe the wax has just solidified her hair into a very perfect position. Both of these characters together could technically go on a shampoo advert, although I think a few people would look at them a little bit strangely as they realize that Philippe's sister is glued to his shoulder. In 8th place, with an average of 7.5, we have Bloody Queen. I'm surprised to see her so low on this list. In my personal opinion, Bloody Queen has probably one of the best hairstyles in the game, probably in the top 3 to 5. She has so much detail in her base skin, so many greys and blacks in her hair that make her look really cool. Of course, the traditional white hair is very fashionable and most people like white hairstyles. And I think we can all tell that Bloody Queen must spend quite a long time on her hair in the morning. It is a tiny bit messy, but I think that is the style that she's going for, especially since, well, you know, I think her hair was probably done before she had her head chopped off. In 7th place, with an average of 7.65, so only a tiny bit above Bloody Queen, we have Sculptor. Sculptor's hair is very different than everybody else in the game, every hunter at least in the game, because I think she is the only blonde hunter in the whole of this game. Her blonde locks are long and flowing, and I think she brushes it and takes care of it quite well, considering, well, she seems a little bit unstable. I really want to know what conditioner she uses to make her hair look so bright and so fluffy. But where I think she falls off and why she isn't in the top 5 is because her hair isn't anything extra special. In 6th place, we have Chang with 7.71. He has a long Manchu Q hairstyle. Yes, I did Google that. And that is more or less the style of hair that he has, but not exactly, but close enough. That is, I think, as I understand, a traditional Chinese hairstyle. Of course, the version of his hairstyle is much cooler than others because he has black and white intertwined with his hair. Well, technically because there are 2 of them. I think that Wu Chang was trying to cheat here because there are technically 2 of them, and I can't give them double points for this, but because there are 2 of them and they both have different versions of the same hairstyle, I think we're going to have to say that they do get a little bit more of a buff. They combine the cool white hair with the cool black hairstyle as well to get extra points in that category. Oh no. It's coming. I can't hold it back. Help me quickly by pressing that subscribe button down below. Oh no, you were too slow. It's here. Jojo, also known as Photographer, is in 5th place with an average of 7.82. Well, I don't exactly understand why you guys put him here because, as I have clearly explained in my previous Identity 5 hair tier list, Jojo is clearly bald. Everyone's gonna say, no, Jojo's not bald. But if you think about it, in his period of time, everyone was wearing wigs, and under their hair they would have short to no hair, because of the fact that there were probably lice and it was just a fashion at that time. So his hair is clearly actually a wig. Let's revive the hashtag Jojo bald, please, in the comments. His wig is styled into an 18th century French aristocratic style. This is something that was very common for this period, although usually it would have a couple more curls around the sides. His hairstyle is very common for this period, considering his wealth, probably, assuming he was wealthy, I'm not completely sure. In 4th place, we have violinist with 7.92. Why isn't he in the first place? His hair can literally play the violin. What else do you guys want from hair? Come on. I must say that I don't personally think his hair is very high tier. I think it looks a little bit greasy and it's definitely not styled very well. Although he may take care of it, I'm not completely sure. It's just a bit, well, alive? I think violinist's hair is more of a practical thing for him and less of an aesthetic thing for him, but I'm not completely sure about that. But you guys voted it, and I'm assuming because of his ability to play the violin, you guys put him in the top 5. Now we're getting to the top 3. We have Geisha at number 3 with 8.02. So she just got over 8. Geisha's really cool because she actually has 2 hairstyles and she can quickly swap between them. That is something that I have not seen anybody else be able to do yet. Just this fact alone will definitely make her into an S tier hair hunter in my opinion. Going for a nice cute traditional geisha style haircut to the one with the long ponytails that end in sharp points makes it look really cool, and of course we can tell that she spent an eternity on making her hair look that awesome. What I must say is it must take her quite a long time to prepare in the morning. That would explain why it takes so long for us to get matches. Next up we have Dream Witch. I don't know how you're judging her hair because she is invisible. But if we are talking about what we can see in the game, her hair is really fantastic and I think it's one of the best hairstyles in the game. She looks after it really carefully and she must use some really cool conditioner and some really cool hairspray to make her hair spread out like that. And of course we need to give her some extra points because technically she also must do the hairstyles of her leeches too. That must take quite a lot of work. And just points in general to her for making her hairstyle look so awesome, considering that nobody will actually see the hairstyle anyway. She must do it just for herself, so good on her. The winner of this voting, in first place we have Naiad. I understand why she's in the top 3, but let's actually analyze her hair. Naiad's hair is really cool. She has a really cool color that's very unique compared to all of the other hunters, having this blue-greenish tinge. She has a beautiful braid that is carefully looked after, and her hair is styled in a very messy, clearly stylized hairstyle. It looks like her hair is almost suspended in water. One of the things I think you guys hadn't thought about is that considering that she swims underwater quite a lot, she must have quite a lot of sand in her hair. But I must say that the ocean salt water must make her hair feel very nice. She definitely is deserved of the top 3, and if you guys think that she's in the first place, then she definitely deserves that too. Do you want to watch me get electrocuted whilst I play Identity 5? Well then you need to watch this video here, and you'll see me be in so much pain and do other random challenges in Identity 5.